So a multi-step equation is an equation that requires several steps. It can be one step, well, it's usually we call that a one step, but it's a variety of steps. And sometimes the amount of steps changes based on how you do the problem. So sometimes there's multiple ways to approach the problem. So we'll talk you through some of the basic steps on how to do these. So distribute anything if needed. Combine any like terms. Move the terms with the variable to one side. Move the numerical terms to one side, and then solve by getting the variable by itself. And then we use inverse operations. So to remind you guys in case you forgot, what operation reverses addition in math? Good. And what operation reverses multiplication in math? Yes, and those are vice versa as well. So whatever reverses whatever also reverses the other way around. So I usually draw these little descriptors here. Alright, moving on. So let's try this multi-step equation. So the first thing you always want to check in a multi-step equation is can we combine anything on one side of the equation? And in this case, what do you guys think? Why is my thing always lagging when I'm over here? So annoying. Okay. So what can I combine on the left side?
5x and 4x.
Good. What is 5x minus 4x?
X.
Good. And then what else can I combine on this side?
11 plus 4.
Good. I can combine negative 11 and 24. So what is negative 11 plus 24? 24 minus 11. Yeah, 13. Thank you. And that is equal to 5. So we basically just combine like terms on my left, and then we bring down the 5. So then from here, we want to solve for x. So what do I do with the 13 to solve for x?
Subtract.
Good. Thank you. And then what is 5 minus 13? I think it's negative 8, right? Negative 8. Now, can anybody tell me what we would do to check and see if negative 8 was truly our answer? Plug it back in for x. Good. So you plug it back into the two x's into the original equation, and you make sure that both sides of the equation equal each other. Okay? So that's how you would do this. Like I said, multi-step equations are kind of a wild card. There's sometimes multiple ways to do them. Sometimes there's just one. Let's try example number 2. So for example number 2, we have these parentheses here, which indicates we have to do what property? What do we call it? Distributive property. So we are going to distribute the negative 3 onto the 6 and the negative 2c. Sean, what do you think? What do we get? What's negative 3 times 6?
Maybe like negative 18.
Yes, it is. And then what's negative 3 times negative 2c?
Negative 60. Positive 60.
Positive 6c. Yeah, there you go. I think it's 16.
No, positive 60.
And then from here, what can I do?
Add 18.
Good. We can add 18 to the other side. And we get 45. 45 is equal to 3x plus 60. Now from here, the issue with this problem is, can we fully complete the problem? Can we do anything else? No, because they're not like terms. So we can't solve this equation because these are not like terms. Now what if I said to get x by itself, what would you do? Good, subtract 6c, and we get 45 minus 6c is equal to 3x. And then what would I do with the 3?
Subtract it.
How do I get rid of division? Yes. But I said it backwards. How do you get rid of multiplication division? So this becomes, I think that's, what, 15? No. 45 divided by 3 is, yeah, 15. So this becomes 15 minus 2c is equal to x, and that would be your answer. So there are going to be times when you have more than one variable, and you cannot simplify completely. Okay, you gotta leave it in terms of the variables there. So you basically just get x by itself and move everything else to the other side. Any questions on that from anybody?
1 second,
Sure.
Can you go into 1?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Can you go into question 1?
At the end.
Okay. Alright.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. So this question here, we have parentheses with a number on the outside. So Tristan, remind us, what property is this again? You said it last time?
So
What do we do here?
distribute.
Distribute the 2, right? So this becomes 5x minus 7 equals 2x minus 2. Now we have to get all the x's to one side and all the numbers to one side. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can either go the hard way or the long way. I mean the hard way or the easy way, basically. So I'm going to try to pick the easier way. So I'm going to add the 7 to this side here. And that's going to give me 5x equals 2x plus 5. Now, is this 2x positive or negative? Positive. So how do I get it to the other side? I subtract it, good. So what is 5x minus 2x?
3x.
Good. 3x equals 5. And then from here, what do I do?
Divide.
And it doesn't really divide, does it? So we just leave it as 5/3, that's fine. So if it doesn't fully divide, you can just leave it in terms of the improper fraction. I'm fine with that. You don't need to give me a decimal. Anybody have any questions about this one? No questions? Alright. Move on. So now in this question, we need to get the x's to one side, we need to get the numbers to the other side. So what do you guys propose we do here?
Add 5.
Alright, you want to add 5. Okay, let's add 5 to both sides. This gives me 24 minus 13x equals negative 17x. Now what should I do?
Add 17.
If I add 17, I have everything on one side. But I want the x's to be on one side and the numbers to be on one side. So what should I do instead? Add 13. And what is negative 17 plus 13?
I'm going to be like positive 4.
Or almost right, negative 4. Yeah, because the bigger number was negative when you add, and that means it's going to stay negative. So then what should I do with the negative 4 now?
Divide it.
Good. And what is 24 divided by negative 4?
6.
Negative 6, yep.
Almost like that.
Negative 6. So that's your notes for today. Pretty simple. You're just solving these for x. So in order to get your class participation grade for today, you need to do your homework assignment, which I'm going to give you, classwork assignment, and then do the maze. And those are the only 2 things. If you do, you'll get class participation credit. Now, however, that's the only things you have to do today, but there's a lot of people in here with missing work. So, if you finish that, you're going to work on your missing work. You have 1 more day to do that quiz. I know there's a lot of people in here who didn't take it. I will name everybody off who didn't take it, and you guys need to take the quiz. So, that's what you're doing today. You could have a lot of work or a little work depending on how behind you are. And remember, your class participation grade is a homework grade every day, so easy grade to earn by just doing your work. Earn or miss it. Alright. Here's your practice assignment. When you're done, you submit a picture on eCampus. You want me to go back to question 1?
Yeah, please.
Remember guys, participation grade in here can fail you if you don't get it.